This is the Transformers Generation Select Legacy United Autobots Stand United 5-pack featuring Jazz, Sunstreaker, Trailbreaker, Wheeljack, and the new figure Autobot Hound. I picked up this set from Robo. And for this review, we will be focusing on Wheeljack, the cartoon-accurate redeco of the War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Wheeljack. Let's get him out of the box. And here is the Legacy United Selects Wheeljack out of the box. And wow, this figure looks so incredible. The white plastic they used really makes the figure pop. And it looks so much like how he did on the cartoon. Wow. And this time, he comes with a separate blaster, not just his shoulder cannon. I have one teeny tiny issue with this figure. It's got to do with the head sculpt's paint, but we'll talk about that later. Generally pleased with the way this figure came out. Let's take a closer look at the details of this new Legacy United Deluxe Class Selects Wheeljack. Head to toe, the figure still stands at about 13.5 centimeters tall, or about 5 1/3 inches tall. And for comparisons, here is the original version of the mold, the Earthrise or Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe Class Wheeljack. And here is my banged up, really old vintage G1 Wheeljack. And you can see that the old Earthrise or Kingdom figure was based off of, even the way the off-white color plastic they chose for this figure really was based off of the toy. And this new Select Legacy United Wheeljack is based off of how he looked like in the cartoon, because of the cartoony shades of gray and that really cool toothpaste white color. That's how he looked like in the show. And boy, do I have a dilemma, much like what I had with Jazz. It's very difficult to decide which one's better. And again, it's going to come down to a matter of preference, whether you want toy accurate version or the cartoon accurate version, or if you're just a big fan of Wheeljack, you got to get both. But this cartoon accurate Wheeljack really looks good. The figure just pops, takes you back to the old 80s cartoon, whereas this figure just has so much nostalgia because I had the old G1 toy and it really brings back a lot of memories. So yeah, in terms of the superior figure, I think because this one has a gun and he literally looks a lot more premium than this figure, except for that head sculpt, which we'll talk about later. I think this is a superior figure. Cartoon accuracy, I think, beats toy accuracy. My biggest complaint with the figure is the head sculpt. It's not really a complaint. The head sculpt is very cartoon accurate. If you look closely, the head sculpt is just painted beautifully with those light blue eyes, the gray face shield, the gray ears and horns, versus the toy accurate version, which has a lot of silver and very dull dark blue painted eyes. I do prefer the old Earthrise head sculpt over the new one, simply because it just looks so premium, and this one kind of looks cheap at first glance, but when you look at it, it really does look very premium. But as far as cartoon accuracy goes, definitely this is the more cartoon accurate one, but I kind of wish they could have kept some bit silver like the ears, but you know, it wouldn't be accurate, and I totally get why they went with that aesthetic. Now, the gun, the shoulder gun, this one is still done in gunmetal gray. This one is done in that silver, kind of pseudo metallic. It is metallic, but not as metallic as as previous versions. Much like how they painted Jazz, the gun of Jazz, it does feel like it's a sort of metallic and matte at the same time. And the gun, it's based, I think it's a repurposed gun, but I kind of wish they could have painted it as well, much like what they did with Jazz, but they didn't. The Sunstreaker gun is also unpainted. Kind of wish they painted that, but oh well. So, transformation. Remove the weapons and set them off to the side. You want to do the arms first. Rotate, and rotate. Feet, rotate down, and then this is the tricky bit. You want to unpeg the thighs, and as you are folding and collapsing the thigh onto the feet, you move this piece up so that it clears it. Same thing on the other side, move this piece up so that it clears the leg, and then you can go ahead and combine the feet and legs together. This chest piece, you're going to untab and fold down. Go ahead and rotate the entire waist assembly with the legs. Make sure that thing clears. The head is going to fold down. Shoulders are going to fold up and tab onto the top of the torso. Do the same on the other side. Make sure you do that first because it's not going to fold flush if you don't. Go ahead and tab things in. And then the arms are going to tab onto the sides of the torso. Hands are going to tab onto the doors. Same on this side. And then the wing, or the wings, they're going to fold, combine to form the spoiler of the car. And there you have it. There is Wheeljack in his cartoon accurate Lancia. I think it's a Lancia alt mode Italian car. And you can put the weapons here on top and at the rear, or my bad, maybe like this. No, I think this one's better. And there you go. But let's get rid of the weapon so you can appreciate the car mode. On my copy of the figure, there is an issue with the chest not really fully tabbing down. Like I said, the universe hates me. No matter how hard I try and pick out the best one out of the stocks available, I always end up with the quality control issue or defective one. Anyway, colors look so cartoon accurate. I love the mix of the green, how the green blends with this new toothpaste white, red, green, and the sky blue paint. Oh, wow. It may look bland at first glance, but the more you look at it, it's got silver rims. You got the number right here. So cartoon accurate. I just really, really love it. I mean, the white paint on the fist is a little glossier than usual. Kind of, well, it's at certain angles it does match, but at certain angles you can really see it stands out a little darker in shade of white, but that's okay, easily forgivable. Okay, for comparisons, let's bring out Wheeljack from Earthrise or Kingdom. Man, this alt mode just looks so terrific with the magenta wheels and all the sponsors and all that. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's like jazz. I don't know which one to pick. Might end up keeping both. Ugh. And just for fun, here is the old G1 Wheeljack back in alt mode. Cartoon accurate and toy accurate. And so some final thoughts on this Legacy United Selects Wheeljack. Boy, I thought the figure turned out great. And between the two, it's going to be a tough call for me. And it's going to be very difficult to part with either one of these figures, much like the Jazz figure. The new Wheeljack has a blaster. The white plastic they used is absolutely amazing. I think that's what sells the figure. It looks so cartoon accurate, whereas the previous figure just has a lot of nostalgia. It looks so toy accurate. The head sculpt is great. In alt mode, there's tons of details. The clear plastic looks great on the old figure, but the new one with the solid plastic everywhere, just so cartoon accurate, makes the mold pop. Oh, just amazing, amazing figures. If you're a big fan of Wheeljack, you got to get both. But if you have to keep just one, I know this one probably a lot easier to pick up because you can get it through Earthrise or Kingdom, but scalpers are still selling it at ridiculous prices, so don't pay scalper prices. You can go ahead and get this one if you missed out on the previous one, but if you already had the previous one and you're okay with just one Wheeljack, you don't really need to get the other one. But like I said, for all Wheeljack fans, both these figures are a must-have. So this figure is going to get I'm going to say a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, despite some quality control issues with the tabbing mechanism or the hinges on the chest, and not being particularly satisfied with the way the head sculpt turned out, albeit being very accurate. I kind of wish it had more silver paint. The figure deserves a 10 out of 10. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Transformers Legacy United Selects Deluxe Class Wheeljack. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.